Hello, I'm El Cid. I'm a contemporary artist. Artist using actually calligraphy, Arabic calligraphy and Arabic script in my work. And when I was a teenager, I had this kind of quest of identity crisis. So I had this quest of identity, trying to get back to my Arabic roots. Born and raised in France. And so I started learning Arabic, and I started learning how to read and write, and I discovered Arabic calligraphy. But I couldn't find any teacher in Paris to teach me. So I just started reproducing some old calligraphy and just without knowing, but twisting them, extending them, not knowing there was rules in it, and without even noticing it, developing my own style. So I consider myself as a contemporary artist using, Arabic script as my first medium. For me, art is a pretext for amazing human experience. Every time I painted or did like an art installation on the public space or like a show, you always have to interact, with the community of the place you're creating your art piece. And I have so much stories, of relation that I created with people from places all around the world, from Brazil to France to Egypt more recently. So this is what it is about. Like the artistic challenge is important, but what I keep in mind, what stays actually in the memory beyond, the art piece is this the human experience. Like I said, it was a quest of identity. It just grew like organically. I just like and loved actually the aesthetic of the Arabic script. And it's just a process, an evolution of it. And today I just feel good about it. It's something. This is part of my life, that I don't want to take off. I don't want to remove. This is really like this is a balance actually in my everyday life. It depends where you put art. For example, in this project, which is a public art project. It's in the street, at the view of anybody. So Bahrain Bay, for example, in this case, has this intention of democratizing art. Bringing it to the people instead of bringing people to art. The galleries. So it's a way to show that art is accessible to everybody, and then anybody can enjoy it and appreciate it. And this is the point of this whole project. We didn't put fence, to exclude people out of the creation area. We want, like Bahrain Bay and my team and I, to have people witnessing the process and coming, and maybe people will take one picture a day at the same time, and see the evolution of it. And also maybe some people will ask to participate, and I don't mind this, unless they really follow like those strict rules. And we have, schools that will be coming and visiting the site. So this is what it is about. It's about sharing. It's about inspiring and beautifying the public space for the sake of everybody. Yeah. So on this one, I always use something relevant to the place where I'm painting, so that people can be connected to it. And so I dig into like Bahraini poetry. So I look into Sheikh Ibrahim or Sheikh Isa bin Rashid, and he has a poem called Layla al-Faniya that triggered me. So I'm still thinking, I'm about to start like in less than 1 hour, so I'm still thinking if I should use this or no. And actually it became a super famous song here in Bahrain that everybody knows. So I think this is something that people can easily connect with. I didn't spend too much time in Bahrain. This is my first day now. Not first day, but first day like I'm gonna stay for 2 weeks. I have friend, like artist friend here, another friend, and I like this kind of, you feel there is a spirit of community here. It's a small country, but you really feel the connection between people, and I'm excited, to meet more people and and share, this, share my art with everybody here. A message for art lovers or like for everybody in general?
Yeah, message first.
I don't have a message in particular, but like for art lovers or anybody involved into art, just dream big, and don't let anybody tell you that anything is, anything is impossible. So I believe that you should. We live in a time where everything is so restricted in every sense, and we're not allowed to see stuff in big. I think sometimes it's good to be a bit crazy and believe in a certain craziness. So I'm like, yeah, follow your dream.